everyone, come on in to the webinar. Let me see who's here. Hi, everyone. Good to see everyone. Let me go over here and check y'all out. Karen, Carol, oh, hi, Caroline Partridge, Stephanie, Taurine, Mallory. Look at all these amazing people. Hi, everyone. Come on in. Hi, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, all right. We're going to be starting in about 3 minutes. I just wanted to let you guys all on in. Let us know where you're calling from. Hey, and also I've got a question in the chat. Who's had some successful pitches? Raise your hand or let us know in the chat if you've been someone that's been successful with getting meetings or auditions from doing pitches. Please let us know that, right? If you have been successful in getting meetings by pitching yourself, let us know. Oh, I can see that Anne Marie's calling. I know Anne Marie has. Chat is disabled again. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so let me let Sarah in again. Sorry to be so. I thought we fixed that. I'll let Sarah know. We'll fix the chat in a second, y'all. All right, we're going to get the chat fixed in 1 second. The Q&A is open, so if you guys have questions, please answer them. If you guys don't know, Zoom changed everything. So just like a few days ago. So it's been crazy. Let me tell Sarah, she's not here yet. Oh, Sarah, are you here yet? No. And I will make her a hey, the chat is disabled again. So when you get here, we need you to fix it. Thank you. All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to let Sarah, I'm going to make her a co-host here in a second so she can fix the issue. And welcome. Good to see everyone. Okay. There she is. Okay. Hi, Sarah. And then I'm going to make you a co-host. Okay. So can you fix the chat?
Working on it now.
You're the best. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll get that chat fixed. In the meantime, if you do have a question, please ask them in the Q&A section. That is working. For you guys that don't know me, I'm Valerie Hubbard. I'm the CEO of Actors Fast Track, and I'm happy to see all you wonderful people here today. And we will have an availability for you guys to ask questions. You already can in the Q&A. So as promised, for you guys that were here at the last one I did, I'm going to continue on the conversation. But I did want to at least go through the elements. We're not going to do all the other rigmarole, but I'm going to go through the elements of building your pitch for your customers and what that is. So you're really, really, really clear about it, because I feel like I work on it a lot with our clients, and, you know, learning is, yes, we can see that. Thank you, Sarah. You're the best. So thank you, Sarah. The chat is now fixed. I am going to move you, Sarah, back to the regular thing, so you don't feel like you can leave if you want. No, you're not going to leave, but right, and then I'm going to change roles. Okay, there you go, Sarah. Okay. All right, so we are going to now look at the elements that are in a pitch. Now, I do want to say this. Now that the chat is working, we have a challenge. If you guys have not ever done one of our challenges, they're amazing, they're free. And our challenge starts September 26th. We meet every day for a half an hour, that's it. 1 o'clock, and then if you're signed up for the challenge, even if you can't make the live, we send you the recording and we give you an assignment every day. During that 2-week challenge, we are going to be working on your brand, your pitch through daily exercises, and you're going to be posting your videos and all of that thing. So Sarah's going to share the link. If you haven't signed up for the challenge, sign up for it, because, you know, I don't know about you, but when I join a group of something that I'm having a hard time, like if you are currently pitching yourself every week to your customer base, and for you guys that don't know who your customers are, you as an actor, your customers are directors, producers, writers, and yes, casting directors. But if you aren't doing some sort of pitch towards them, we ask our clients to do 5 of those a week, 5 outreaches a week. To new people, to cold leads, and to warm and hot leads. And we call that lower hanging fruit, right? And we ask our clients to be doing that, because you should stop looking for an agent and start looking for a job. And your number one activity should always be looking for an acting job, okay? So the way that we're currently doing that is by pitching ourselves. And you can pitch yourself via video, which makes a lot of sense because you're an actor and people want to see you on here. But you can also pitch yourself via an email, a letter, a postcard, a, DM, whatever it is, you can pitch yourself, but you should be in the habit of pitching yourself a minimum of 5 times a week. Okay, we have people that are doing somewhere close to 300 to 500 pitches a month. And that's really going to get you the results when you get it up to that level. But we don't want to overwhelm. We want you to learn how to pitch yourself, learn how to talk about yourself, and then begin to do that. And so that's what we're going to be covering during the challenge, leading into our 3-day event, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But anyway, let's get into the pitching, okay? So this will help you. And again, I see that we already have a ton of questions, so great. All right, here we go. So what is a pitch to a customer? Right? All right, so right? A pitch to a customer is a pitch of you and why you fit into the product. Remember, as we talked about last time, and as we're going to continue to talk about, everyone you're selling to, including what you're selling, is a storyteller. So a casting director is casting a story, a director is directing a story, a writer is writing a story, a producer is producing the story, and you're the actor that's in the story, right? So a pitch is you telling a certain customer or a group of customers how you fit into the stories that they tell. All right. So we're going to cover 2 types of stories, 2 types of pitches, general and specific project. Now, at our 3-day event, the Game Changer, which is October 7th, 8th, and 9th, you get to pitch yourself in front of executive producers, directors, casting directors, writers, all kinds of people like that. So that's going to require you to have a general pitch, because there's going to be different people and there are going to be different types of storytellers in the room. We're dividing the customers by regions. So if you are, from the UK, we're going to have, British filmmakers, Canadian casting directors, anyone like international, we're going to have that in those kinds of rooms, right? So they might be different types of storytellers. So you can't be worried about it being a match to everyone, because you'll never be a match to everyone. So with the general pitch, you have to talk about you generally and the stories that you tend to tell. And we're going to look at some examples of that. With a specific project, that would be like if you knew, Steven Spielberg was directing a perfect movie that was right for you, and there was a great role, and you put together a pitch that was selling yourself as that role or for that project specifically, and you were sending it to everyone you could get an email address for. So like casting director, maybe, associate producer or assistant to the producer or something like that. And you would be pitching as many people in that specific project as possible. Okay, so we're going to look at 2 different examples of that. Okay. All right. So this is a general pitch example. Okay, here we go.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Edwards. I'm going to go so fast because I know that you're busy, but I wanted to introduce myself. I just moved back to LA. I lived here as a kid, and I just wrapped on Jim Cummings' new film, The Werewolf, which comes to theaters in March. It's being distributed by MGM, and I'm so excited. I got to work with Ricky Lindholm from Knives Out, Robert Forster, Chloe East. I've played Tony Hale's daughter before and Jeanette McCurdy's arch nemesis. I usually play like the innocent girl next door who is kind of a badass and a lot smarter and more strategic than anybody gives her credit for. Think like Betty Cooper, Sabrina Spellman, Nancy Drew. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your contributions, and I would love to read for you sometime. Happy New Year. Bye.
Okay, great job. So in the general, you see in the general, she doesn't say who she's talking to. She goes, I know you're busy and I'm going to keep this short, it's a general pitch, and she's telling you about who she is and how to cast her within that pitch. Okay. And by the way, Kelsey Edwards is a perfect example of someone that really understands how the business has changed. She wears multi hats in her business. She has a very extensive platform, including a very big TikTok and Instagram following, which really help her with her entire platform. And we're going to talk a lot about that in our 3-day event, because really that's what we turn into. Okay, so this is a special project example that I want you to see next of a pitch. Okay, this is for a specific project. Here we go.
Hi Casper, I'm Scott Cargill and I'm pitching myself for the role of Andrew Hopper in your upcoming series. This role is right up my alley. I get cast as the jerky boss all the time. Recently I played this cranky boss who was lost in a digital wasteland.
Ah, I found it! I'm tired of this.
I also see there's lots of physical comedy in your script, and I do that too. I've pranced around a stadium with my prize-winning pizza. I've been smacked by a fish. I even did a series of 300 bits for a Facebook game. You can reach my agent Courtney at 310-859-88.
And he goes on to say how you can reach him as well. Okay, so that's for something specific, a specific part. And when you're doing general videos or specific videos and you have an opportunity to send it to the person, then you can, like Scott did, you can put in clips. But, Kelsey didn't put in clips and it was fine. It was great. I watched it. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining and I was interested. And she was very clear about who she was. So you don't have to do all the bells and whistles if you don't want to. I just want to preface that, right? So just be really, really clear about that. You don't have to do ones. And we're just showing you one thing today, like pitch videos. There's a lot more to running your acting business. So this is pitching, which is a small part of it, but a very major part of it and important. Because if you're not looking for acting work, i.e. selling yourself, right, on a regular basis, then this is why you're not working as an actor. Okay. All right. So general pitch. So she made an ask. I'd love to come in for you sometime, right? In any video, any pitch, you always make an ask, don't beat around the bush. Why are you reaching out to them? What do you want from them? Right? She made a brief intro, right? And she told us about who she was. She repeated the ask, and she also aligned with their product by giving us her brand, right? Like the brief intro was she just finished this movie and she was really excited about it. And that's what was happening, which allowed her personality to get in the room. And we got that. But then when she told us about her brand, like she's like a Nancy Drew, she was aligning with their product. So the reason I know she was aligning with their product and it wasn't like a general, like if you join us for the Game Changer, there might be people that it's impossible for you to align with their product because what you're selling doesn't really fit what they shoot or what they write or what they direct, right? Not everyone is a good match for you. As an actor, you're always looking for your matches. I mean, it's the same in acting. Like there are certain playwrights, if you've done a lot of acting in plays, that there's certain playwrights that write for your voice. And there's other playwrights where you pick up and you go, like I had an audition this morning for an HBO show. And it was like a good role. Like I could do the role, but like, it's not like my role. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes and it's the same thing with that. And so she's sending this, like Kelsey right here is sending this. She's sending this to people that already she's aligned with. So like, CW and that, that kind of thing is really right for Kelsey because she's kind of like girl next door. That's a little, but she's got that glossier, ABC, CW, Disney, like she's got that glossier thing about what she's selling, she's got an earthiness about her, but she's not really, she's not got like Sons of Anarchy going on. So she probably wouldn't be going after like Wendy O'Brien necessarily. She might be because Wendy O'Brien casts a breadth of a lot of different things, but she's mostly sending it to people that she's aligning with their product. And if you don't know who Wendy O'Brien is, she's a giant casting director in LA. Okay, so those are the elements that were in a general pitch, right? Elements in a specific pitch: ask, comment on their projects or their current projects. Why are you right for why, again, aligning yourself with the product, and repeat ask and give them their contact information. So a lot of times when I'm doing a general pitch, I'm not asking for an immediate response. Like Bed Bath & Beyond sends you a coupon every month. They don't think that necessarily that you're going to use it every month, but they know that if they continue to send a coupon, eventually you will go to a Bed Bath & Beyond or order online and use their coupon. So like a general one, without you're asking them for like a coffee chat on Zoom, which, some people do, and you can do that in a general pitch, but mostly you're just getting your face and name in front of them and telling them exactly what you do. For a specific pitch, frequently you're asking to get an audition for something that is getting cast. And so you want to make sure they have all the information they need. And I just want to say this, I have several clients that go after projects full throttle. Like we have a client that went after Wicked, the movie musical that's being made, and she got an audition, right? So she went out, she did not book it, but she got the audition. Right. So now she's chasing another big project and she's constantly sending me an email asking me like, okay, I did this and she's opened my video 15 times and she's done this. What else can I do? And sometimes what else I can do is like, go do something else, right? Like sometimes you've done everything you can do to get the audition. And but you know, I'm always so anyway, yeah. All right. So that's it. Now, okay, so we'll come back to that. The most important thing in any pitch is that I come away with as a storyteller, whether I'm a casting director, a director, a producer, or a writer, is what you deliver, because I'm going to need that at some point. Right? No one delivers versatility. I don't need versatility ever. Like if I'm looking for a certain role in a movie, I'm looking for a specific role in a movie. If you've been selling me specificity, then I'm gonna, and you're in line for that specificity and you've been selling it to me on a regular basis, then I'm gonna go get it when I need it. The point is to you to get really super specific, because here's the thing, you guys. You can't fucking sell versatility. You never were able to sell it, but now you really can't. You have to be, and think about that. Think about that. Almost every movie star or TV star that is out there, they do one thing. They are them. They are authentically them. And that's now what we're buying. I mean, I just saw Brad Pitt in Bullet Train because I have a friend in that, right? And it's like, he's Brad Pitt. He's a sexy fuck up. He always is this cute, sexy fuck up, right? Like, and he's got a funny wit like that, like the cute, sexy fuck up wit. Like Tom Cruise, you know, he's noble, right? He's got the noble thing, right? Like Ryan, right? Like just go on and look through every fucking movie star out there. They have that thing. Now, that doesn't mean that there are certain characters that every actor has a menu. So think of it like this. I don't come into the restaurant because you have so many things on the menu. I come into the restaurant because I heard you have really good lasagna. And then when I open the menu, you have other things. But generally, if you talk to an actor, like I've been a working actor for 40 years and longer than that. I mean, that's since I've been out of acting school. But like you guys, I played the same 4 to 5 characters over and over again. Everyone does. Now, are they different names and they have different sets of circumstances and the text is different? Yeah, that's acting. Okay, but like it's the same fucking person that I played there, the same fucking person I'm doing at the video game right now is the same person was in Orpheus Descending, right? I can just go down and tell you how many times I played that chick on some level. Lovely, passive aggressive Southern who can be mean as a bucket of hair. I've played her so many times. Aren't you sweet? You know, her, right? So I played her a million fucking times, right? You play the same people over and over again on some level, right? So you've got to be able to define the quality of that, and you've got to take out your best bet, like to be able to show what they can do. Like specificity doesn't limit you, it makes you free. And if you don't believe me, think about the rules of improv. If you didn't have any rules in improv, then it'd just be a bunch of people on stage trying to be funny. But because it's yes and take and heighten and all the rules that if you've ever studied improv or iambic pentameter with Shakespeare or beats, you know, when you break down your scene, it defines. You have to put up the gates so you freely can flow to the performance that you need to perform to, right? So that's acting. It's also the business of acting. You got to be really clear about what you're selling, and you can't sell everything. Okay, so that's what you're telling them, right? So frequently, I think in a pitch, what helps is log lines, because that's how they deliver audition notices. Is they deliver audition notices, and that's, you know, that's how they do. Is that, hey, is the chat working? The chat's working, right? Okay, good. It's not, or it is. Who knows? Chat is disabled. Okay, let me just see. All right, I'm going to read some of these questions right now. Okay. Oh, it's still not letting them share still. Okay, I'll come back to you, Sarah. Okay. I freaking hang. You know what I want to do is where are you, Sarah? I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Oh, got it. Okay. Promote to panelist. All right. Sorry, you guys. I didn't know it was still not working. That's fine because we're getting good. We're going to fix the chat. And so I think it's, why isn't everyone? Can they see the chat? I will give them the link for the thing in here.
They can see what you and I post right now as hosts. I don't know what Zoom has done. I'm trying to get it fixed right now.
Okay. Well, obviously, what is it? AFT challenge? Is that it?
I can post it. I have it ready, so I'll post it.
Yeah, post it in the chat so they have it. Okay, I want you guys to sign up for the challenge because I want you to do the challenge with us. It's free. You should sign up for it. Okay. All right. So ask me questions. We know the thing isn't working. In my opinion, do you feel it's too late for an adult to submit to Disney in a non-parental role? No. No. I don't know, kind of, Mallory. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you specify that for me in the Q&A? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. I know. All right, no. All right. Been feeling lately my pitches have been slowing down, but I'm glad for these to help get ideas on how to tweak or better my pitches. And I can't wait for the October pitch. Sorry, the chat was disabled for me. You're welcome. Okay, so Anna Maria, I wrote some stuff down today. They have a problem. And the problem is that they need this certain girl and they're looking for an unknown, which I think could very much happen for someone like you, Anna Maria. And so you have to be really clear about what that person does. And you can, if it's a cold lead, obviously you know what to do. I'm Anna Maria, this is who I am, and this is what I'm right for, and this is the right. And you don't really need to talk about the relationships with them because they don't care, right? It's more about the stories that you tell and all of that stuff. As they become warm, as the lead becomes warm, so say they've been opening up all your pitches and you sent them 3 or 4 things over a period of time, right? Then you want to send them something maybe that's more personal, like, look, I really appreciate your attention, and here's a really great quote that always helps me enjoy. Or here's a recipe of my favorite, this, or, I think it's good to send something that doesn't cost you money, but something that is generous and that you're giving. So one of the things that we just talked about in our mastermind with our clients is this. You, as a consumer, need to see a product 15 times before you will buy it, most likely. So what I would do for all of you is I would take a piece of paper and I would write 1 through 15. And I would say the 15 things that make 15 things that you could say to a customer. So the first 3 you can automate. So the first one might be a pitch video. Hey, I'd just like to say hello. We've never met before. My name is Valerie Hubbard. My credits include Castle, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How I Met Your Mother, Resident Evil Extinction, True Blood, American Horror Story. I play everything. Mostly I play that woman that lives across the street from you. When you see me coming, you turn off your lights and pretend like you're not home. You know her. And I can do Southern and, every accent really. So I'd love to come in for you. We've never met, and blah, blah, blah. If that's a casting director. If it's a director, I'm probably going to pitch to them more from the artistry. right? So if it's Chloe Zhao, I might say to her, hey, Chloe, I saw Nomadland twice. Fucking amazing movies, so deserve the Oscar. That moment where what's her face said, she could die now because she'd seen the swallows hang upside down, like that really touched me because I felt that way when I went to Africa. And I understand that. And I see that you use actors like me all the time in your projects. Again, my name is Valerie Hubbard. I would do anything to work with you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. Bye. Right? Boom. That might be what I would send to Chloe. So it's like an introductory video. So 1 is introductory video. 2 is like, oh, I forgot to send this. So it might be like a fun little thing or, a fun little clip of you or something that you always give your people that you know. It's just another way to get in her head. And then like 10 days after that, I would send something else. And then the other 12 of those times that you're going to get in front of them is, that is when you're going to write down 12 different ideas that you might have. So you might do a monthly pitch, like a monthly, hey, it's Valerie, I'm just checking in. It's been this crazy month. I'm getting ready to, I went to South of France this summer. Did I tell you? Oh my God, it's amazing. If you ever want to know, call me, we'll talk about it. But it was great. And I got this. And anyway, I'm busy. I'm doing a video game right now. I can't tell you, whatever it is. I just had, so that might be something like I just had a client. She's booked so many things and they're all NDAs. And so she started naming them and then she blocked out her mouth with NDA every time she said the thing on the pitch video. Very cute, right? So don't let like, oh, I don't have anything going on. So you might send something. There's a holiday every day. National Dog Day, National Pie Day, National whatever day, right? So you might do a monthly video just about a holiday, right? So don't feel like it has to be about acting. The point of it is that they need to see you 15 times. And video is the best tool to do that with because that's what's working right now in all of the universe with marketing is video. If you type it, no one reads it. DMing can work and also cold phone calling always works. So yeah, okay. All right. Yes, we know chat is disabled. What do you put in the subject of the email and how do you introduce the video in the text of the email? Perfect line. Thank you, Shipford. That is a brand new client asking a phenomenal questions. So the link challenge is the 3-day one. Is there a, what? I don't know. You have to answer. Don't ask me questions in the chat, you guys. If you have questions, ask them over here. Karen, what do you put in the subject line of the email? Well, a lot of things, people try a lot of things. What did Scott say on the mastermind? Ask him. He said this the other day. He said, tits and beer or something like, I was like, well, that's a little intense. But like, I learned that you're supposed to put their name in the subject line. That helps. Karen, this is a pitch for you or something, so I would try that. The important thing is that you're tracking it. So when you find one that works, and ask the clients in the Facebook client page what they use. They'll be very helpful. Ask a question, put their name, put emojis. Emojis work. So those are things that can help. And how do you introduce the video? Hey, I made a video for you. Check it out. And then under the video, if you want to say highlights and then just highlight like the 3 things you want them to know, you can do that, but you don't have to, because what is going to happen is when they open the email, they're going to see your name and your face as a GIF, as a GIF, and then they're going to push it and then it's going to open to the link and they're going to watch your video. And if they don't watch your video, they still see your name and your face. Okay. All right. I'm trying to write a movie in which I'd be the first plus Disney princess. Oh, Stephanie, that's hilarious. How would I pitch this to Disney if I'm an unknown? Okay. So so Stephanie, most likely what we would want to do is I would want you to start building your LinkedIn, number one. So especially to like back doors of Disney to get people to start knowing people there. And so LinkedIn, I think, would be a really good strategy for you. And then the next strategy, of course, would be either, either an attorney or an agent, someone that could help you advocate for you to open some doors for you. Yeah, and then you're talking, or you have talked to Jesse, I'm not sure, but we do, I'm not sure where you are in your program or what's going on, but the content mastermind meets Saturday. It meets once a month, and Jesse, and for you guys that don't know, one of our coaches at Actors Fast Track just was on deadline and had her movie produced, and now everyone wants her to produce their movie. And one of our other coaches, who was her coach when she was at Actors Fast Track, was on the short list for one of the roles, and he was in the movie. So it's like so weird how the world connects, right? So talk to Jesse. Yeah, and that's a bigger question, like there's a whole plan that's involved in that. So keep writing down the ideas that you get, like the ones you got from me today, and continue on with those, okay? But definitely LinkedIn. Okay, Anu Pai, what are some ways to deliver these peaches to the right people? Right. So I probably, now, depending on who your agent or your manager is, if you have someone like that, and how you work with them, because sometimes there's a whole relationship there that needs to be fixed, and so it can function correctly, because frankly, most actors' relationships with their agents don't function correctly because no one taught us that. We went to acting school, for God's sakes. We didn't go to business school to learn how to be in a business relationship. So we have to learn how to be in a business relationship, right, with your agent. So if I had a pitch video that I needed to get to someone, I would just take it to them. Like I would get it to them. I probably would not get my advocator to do it for me, my agent, right? He's an advocator. I might, but chances are, where I am in my career, I have a faster way of getting to them than he. Now, you also have to know what game you're playing. That's the name of my event, Game Changer. Because most of you guys are playing this kind of game. I'm the get an agent game. One day, someday game. When it's perfect game. I have to lose 50 pounds before I can get my headshot game, or whatever game, the procrastination game that you're playing. Not the game of what you actually want. Right? And oh, I just want to be a working actor. Oh my God, no. Stop saying that. Because most of you have jobs and you make money working and you call yourself an actor. You're getting what you're asking for. Start asking for the thing you fucking want. What do you want? If I wanted to go the Oscar path, I know how I could do that. If I wanted to do it, there's certain things that I would do to do that. Because anytime you want to get to a new level, you have to hire people to help you do that. I had that conversation this morning. How do I get from 6 figures to 7 figures? Oh, you have to surround yourself with people that are making 7 figures. That's over $1 million a year, right? If you want to be a working actor, you have to surround yourself with other working actors. And sometimes the shit that comes out of their mouth is not awesome, right? They're not helpful. They're not geared to be helpful. Right? It's just not their DNA. It's my DNA. I'm an actor, but I'm also really good at helping you figure out how do you become an actor. And so it's a lot of business stuff. You guys have to be really, really smart about business. So I'm going to come back to your question. Demo reels, when you're pitching yourself, yes, in the signature line of the email that you have an email tracker on, You can have whatever the fuck you want. You can have your IMDb Pro, which is what you should probably have. And your IMDb Pro should have your reel and a couple of headshots, not a shit ton of headshots, more stills, right? That should be down there below your signature, your email and your phone number. That's what should be there. So all of that information should always be in every email and a little headshot of you, your main headshot, your logo shot, the one you use all the time. That should be down there. So people identify you. Name, face, name, face, name, face, name, face. Okay. So all of that stuff is below. How you deliver it is email or DM. That's the only choice you have. Without, you're going to do drop-offs. And a lot of people have closed their offices. I think that's going to be a thing of the past. And don't just focus on casting directors. All right. Thank you. Joshua, hello, my darling. I'm finally getting auditions and bookings, and I have the courage to pitch for smaller projects, but I haven't landed any meetings or auditions. Is there something more I can be doing to get more meetings or auditions? I feel like I'm starting to crack the door, but it's not enough room for my foot. Well, you cracked the door, Joshua. I almost called you Jonathan. Joshua, you cracked the door. Okay, so keep going. Crack the door a little bit more, crack the door a little bit more. How do you do that? By going deeper into the conversation and always expanding. See, what happens is you do this, you expand it, and then you go, okay, that worked, and like, what else can I be doing? What else could I be doing? Could I be doing something else over here? Yes, Joshua, this is what you're doing. You're expanding, right? Oh, so I'm doing this, so let's do that better. Then you start to look at the numbers, Joshua. The numbers don't lie. If you are doing 20 pitch videos and you're getting 2 people coming back at you, you now want to get, so set a new goal. Okay, now I just want to get 1 audition. Out of every 20 I send out, I'm going to get 1 audition. How do I do that? Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell them about the auditions I've been having and what kind of roles I've been playing in those auditions. I'm going to say, this week I had an audition for this crazy guy that worked at the oil store, and he had an attitude. I play those kind of parts. Jay Samuels, nice seeing you, and peace out, right? So there you are. You're giving them more, and then tracking your numbers more, and maybe pushing a little bit more, maybe like pitching on the phone. That would be a big thing, wouldn't it? We'll talk more about that. Mallory, a lot of roles seem to ask you to play a mom parent if you are past a certain age. Okay. So first of all, Mallory, we want to stop playing the general game, because if you're just getting co-stars and you're like, I'm just getting co-stars and there doesn't seem to be any brand, and I'm playing roles of all types and this and that. I hear that a lot, right? It's like, okay, well, that's what you're asking for. Once you get specific beyond a mom parent, you will start to get different auditions. Right now, you're probably playing in, a semi-pro game. And I assume, like, look, I know people that are very happy that are worked in a bank their whole lives and did community theater on the side, because to do something because you love to do it, a tour, like you do something because you love to do it, and you should always have that as an actor. But if you are playing the game of making money as an actor, like my game is, I want to work all the time in motion capture. I said that actually 7 years ago. And guess what I'm doing right now? Motion capture, right? And it's a great job and I love it, and it strikes my acting chord and it works for me, right? And it's not like every day, like a series, right? So like knowing what you want and then saying that's what you want. And then I can decide now that, because I've been building Actors Fast Track for 10 years, like I could say, oh, I'm going to win an Oscar. I'm going to go win a supporting actor Oscar. Like I'm going to climb that mountain. I might not win the prize, but I'm going to get to the top of the mountain. I'm going to get nominated. Right. And so like, if I wanted to do that, then I'd set a plan to do that. But what happens is as actors, we're really fucking general, right? Like we're like, oh, I'll take whatever I can get. Well, guess what? You get whatever you can get. So be really clear about what it is that you want, even if it seems really far away, because you want to be able to have it far away. And it always feels uncomfortable when you start to try to go get something. Like, have you ever tried to lose 40 pounds? Right? Like in the beginning, you're like, it's never going to happen. I'm not going to do that. Right? Like you tell yourself all that ways and the ways that we stop ourselves. That's why none of us are like, why are we not millionaires? Because we stopped ourselves. Literally. That's what every self-help book will tell you. Right? So you got to really focus on the roles that you want beyond mom, parent. Right? And it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. Let them tell you how old you are, right? You just need to know who Mallory Clark is, right? And how to talk about Mallory Clark as a brand, as a platform. Because now as an actor, you have an opportunity to make money in 1,000 different ways. That is really good news. So there's all these doors that you can open. TikTok, Instagram, voiceover. There's 5 million things in voiceover. There's mocap, there's acting on TV, there's commercials, there's a million doors. You have to be smart about the doors that you want. And some of those doors, the financial is not as important as the desire. Like, I'm not going to go win an Oscar because I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to win an Oscar because I want to win a fucking Oscar. Right? Like I want to be the best actor. Like I don't want to be, it doesn't matter to me about the money. I'm not playing that game to get the money. So money is not always the final prize, right? Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. Okay. How do I get my video to be a GIF? Oh my God. I'm just going to say this, Jay. We have done a fucking million things about this. Go ask Anna C. She has a video. It's on the Facebook page. Don't ever ask me that. That's kind of making me mad that you asked that. But I'll get over it. I love you. Okay, some casting agents list their emails, but they also say no solicitations. Okay. How do you still email them a pitch? You email them a pitch? No solicitations. By who? They didn't say by who. Look. They need you to do their job. And let me tell you something, 10 years from now, if you say casting director, an actor will say, what's that? Mark my words. So if you're just focused on casting directors, I think that's a mistake. I'm really good at this business and seeing what the trend is and what's happening. I've always called it. And I'm going to tell you that. Look. They have put themselves out of a job, y'all. They put themselves out of a job. And they did that to themselves. I love them. I have really good friends that are casting directors. But y'all, they're going to be doing more what I do, or at least trying to tell you what you should do as an actor. Right? Look, I don't mean I love them. I have a career because of casting directors. But no solicitation. We used to, back in the day when that was printed, we used to take a black Sharpie and mark it out in my old business. Y'all can't be worried about what people don't want you to do. You cannot. You have to have a company and make decisions based on your standards, your operating procedures, the way you run your business, because you're paying for it. No one else is paying for it without you have rich parents. Right? So you're paying for your acting business and it's a business and you're an entrepreneur and it takes some capital to really, like if you sort of kind of invest in your acting career, what happens is you never really get anything because you're not really committed to being in business. Like when I started Actors Fast Track, I gave a coach $21,000 because I knew that if I didn't do that, I'd get 3 months into it and go, well, I'm an actress. That's all I'll ever be. But I had a bigger story to tell. I had a bigger dream to change the way actors do business. Okay. So I gave someone that money because I knew that it would make me expand, and it did. So knowing what works for you as a person, but like you're an entrepreneur. Every one of you that are on this call today, you're an entrepreneur. And you don't even know what that means. But that means that every day you got to open your business and you got to sell your shit. That's it. That's all it is. It's not hard, but people aren't going to buy you if they don't know you. Do you buy stuff you don't know? No. You buy the thing that advertises in front of you every day or on your phone. So no solicitation. Where are they living? In 1964? I mean, seriously. I mean, what does that even mean? Bite me. Get off social media then. You know, like when people say, oh, blah, blah, on your post, yeah, it's called social media. Like I can say and do, that's what social media has created. You have to be aware of how much the business is changing, you guys. The not just our business, the whole world, everyone. So we now have to create our own little empire. Think of it like that. I want you to name your business. Like between now, right now, and October 9th, because this is the journey I'm on right now. I want you to name your business. And I want you to open that fucker if it hasn't been opened already, excuse me. But I would like you to do that. So let me just say something about that and then I'll come back to questions. If you have more questions, please ask them. Look, you guys, so we do this 3-day event. It's called the Game Changer event. This challenge starts September 26th and it goes till October 6th. And then there's 3 days, 3 whole days. They're the whole day, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And ladies, I know it's the Women's March. So if you have to take me on your phone in March, I understand. But this event is designed to change the current game that you're playing that's getting you the results that you're getting into a new game that's going to get you the results that you want to get, which is booking, I assume, TV, film, Oscar, whatever you are wanting in your life. Get really clear about that and then be planned to go get it. So we're not just going to say, good luck. I mean, you know, we help actors build businesses, right? So then like, okay, well, have you thought about that or thought about that? And we have all different actors doing different things. Like we have a TikTok people, you know, influencers, right? We have people that have big agents that are, you know, in Oscar nominated movies. So we have like all different kinds of people at different levels, right? So those people are going to be there. But mostly what it's going to be, let me just lay out the 3 days for you so you understand. Day 1, October 7th, is all about brand and pitch. And we will be putting you in small rooms and working with you to develop your brand and your pitch. That is all day 1 is literally. And it's all day. So it's like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. This is Eastern time. And we give you plenty of breaks and stuff like that. Saturday, the 8th. We're going to teach you the insides of your business. So structures and systems and how to set those things up. We're also going to have Mara, our LinkedIn expert, teaching you how to use LinkedIn for your business. We are also bringing you a panel of actors that have turned into producers, right? A lot of like big producers, like sold shows to Oprah and things like that, producers, and how they did that. So and actors that like we have 2 actors that hopefully we're working on this panel. This is going to be an amazing panel. And also the Actors Fast Track Awards are that day. Every year we give out awards and those exciting times. And then Sunday, you get to pitch yourself in front of our customers, right? That we line up for you. And so that's what the 3 days is about. And it's life-changing and people will tell you that have been there. And so for me, every year I prepare for this event. And so you're in the middle of what the journey right now that I'm taking for myself and where I need it in my own business, right? And so what I'm working on as a human, right? We're humans here and we want to make money acting. Okay, so the 3-day event right now, that whole thing that I just told you guys, it's only $47 right now. Check this out. And you get that, like everything I just said, and then the PDF of Build Your Brand, which is where we'll start. So 197, not today, it's $47. Sarah's going to put the link in the chat for that ticket. That 47 is going to go away, but there's also another ticket that you're going to see, which is a 297 ticket. That ticket gets you a party on the night of the 6th with me, you know, a Zoom cocktail party. And then it gets you a t-shirt. We now have merch. And I'll soon be modeling that for you. I've ordered it. And it gets you merch and it gets you lunch. We'll send you a Uber gift card and you're going to have lunch with us on Sunday and some producers that we are putting together to have lunch with you. And you'll be able to talk to them and eat lunch on Zoom with all of us eat lunch together. And then we will give you time to finish your lunch and get ready for your pitch. So that's what that ticket gets you if you want to know. So it's a good deal. All right. More questions. So that's it. Sarah will put that in there. And please join us for the challenge, which starts September 26th. It's free. So there, you've got nothing to lose there. You know, I want to change the way that you do business. And part of changing the way that you do business is changing the way you think about money. Because you have fucked up thoughts about money because you're an actor. And you've been told, you know, all this bullshit. So we need to get really clear about money because collectively, if we get really clear about money, then we start making more money. Okay, so we need to change that. But the number one book that I would recommend that you start with, if you are just starting your journey around money, this is the book. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. Start with this book. Read it, right? So, you know, this is a great book. Look, I'm on a journey to change the way actors do business. And that means all business, right? That means the way that you think about your agents and managers because you think way too much about them and that's why you're failing, right? They just are here. They're not here. Stop putting them there. So it's just about where they are in your business and how you bring money in as an actor. And you have to be creative with that. Well, guess what? You're a creative. So it should be fairly easy, right? And, you know, but know what you need to hold yourself accountable. There's another good book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And he asks that questions. What is that point where like you stop going? Like, what's the point where you go, oh, I'm going to lose weight. And then you get all the shit together. And then, you know, that point that you always quit. Where is that? Like, where is that? And what if you challenged that? Like, go on a journey with me in the next, you know, 2 weeks or however long it is now, a month. We're at a month. On challenging and changing the way that you run your acting business. Like, this is what I fucking challenge you, seriously. And I know there's like 50 people on here, but listen. Go for your acting business or quit. Really, because you're like, I love you that much to say like, it's okay. Right? Like, you either are in this business or you're not in this business. But like, the problem is most of you are in and out of it. And that's why it's not working. So I just want you to decide, yes, I'm doing this. And I am going to freaking get that thing that I want, that TV show, that movie, that whatever career you're looking for. I'm going to get that. Right? I'm going to get that. And now I'm slowly or fastly, right? Like systems are going to make you get there faster. That's the name of my company, Actors Fast Track. That's what it means, right? Systems are going to help you get there faster because most of you are doing it sort of like, oh, I'm going to do this voiceover class, or I'm going to go try to make money over here. Right? It's like this hodgepodge. Or, oh, I've been getting ready for a year to get my package together so I can get the perfect agent that's going to love me. And like, no, oh my God, what are you doing? Right? So understanding how to run a business. Okay, listen, let me see if there's any more questions. You probably get this question often, but what are your tips to get cast as the lead or reoccurring character as someone that has no reel yet? Okay, I hope you're still here, Audrey. That's a good question and I want to answer that. Oh, you are still here, great. So Audrey, focus in on the stories that you want to tell and how you fit into those stories. And then go sell yourself as that person to the people that are telling those stories. All right. So if you knew like Chloe Zhao, like I said, Chloe Zhao. And by the way, Audrey, I don't know you at all. So this is no comment on you. But knowledge is power. So you need to know when I say Chloe Zhao, who that is. Like you need to know who Steven Spielberg's main casting director is. Like you need to know your business, right? Which all that requires is a little bit of like sign up for Deadline and sign up for IMDb Pro, make sure you're on there and read just a little every day. It doesn't have to be extensive and write notes down. You're learning your business because if you know your business, you will get there faster. Okay, so that's a really important thing. Know what you're playing, what game you're playing, right? So then you go to the customers that are most likely going to buy that product. So, you know, if I make gel for African American hair, I'm going to go to a store that's, you know, get my product on the shelves, like Target, like, you know, I'm going to go where my demographic goes and I'm going to sell that product to them, right? Because they need it. They have a problem and I'm a problem solved. You're an actor. The casting director, producer, and writer have a problem. They need this person for their story. So if you've correctly defined yourself, then you're getting in front of them. So go tell the people and go talk to the people that inspire you. It's so much easier to talk to people that inspire you. Look, years ago, Sam Mendes was going to direct this production of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. This is when they were married. And Sam Mendes had just won the Oscar for American Beauty. I didn't care. I met Tennessee Williams before he died. Okay. So I wrote Sam Mendes a letter and Tennessee Williams is like my opera. Like that's what I can sing. I know his writing and I know how to sing it. I'm a perfect voice for it. And so I got that across to him, dropped a few names. Of course, I dropped that I met Tennessee Williams and I sent that letter. It didn't matter to me that Sam Mendes had just won an Oscar. I was speaking to him as an equal person because knowledge is power. So you got to know who you're selling to, you guys. Like you have to know the business. And that's why we like the 3-day is not going to be a bunch of fucking panels of casting directors telling you what you're not supposed to do. That is no help to you. Every one of you guys that is worried about what people are going to think, or they're not going to like you, or they're going to do that. Like, no, they're not. Who has time for that? Right. Like we have to deal with the trolls as it is on Instagram and, you know, TikTok. So we don't have time for all that. They don't have time for all that. And if they do, they're not that important. Okay. They might snap at you sometimes, but that doesn't mean shit. Like Deborah Zane snapped at someone. She's Deborah fucking Zane. She's one of the most powerful casting directors of all time. She can snap at you. If she snaps at you, it doesn't matter. She's not going to remember you 5 minutes later. Right. And so, but it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. Sorry for beating a horse, but wanted to run this through you. Would it be okay to make a short video saying, I have some great news. I'm headed to Germany this Christmas to see my mom and stepdad. Yeah. No, I think it's a great idea. I think you can make it more fun and more festive. I think it's a little I'm going to go see my mom and dad. Like, give me a little bit of sugar and spice and cuteness that you have, girl. Give me that, girl. A little bit of that sly, surly girl that you got going on in there. You know, spice it up. It's the holidays and you're going to Germany. Like maybe going to the German markets. You better get me something in the German markets. I'll Venmo you. Don't let me forget. Okay, girl, I'm serious. I want like a beautiful Santa ornament or something. I'm so excited that you're going there. I think it's a great idea. Every email opened from A.B. Kaufman. So I'm also getting postcards from Germany sent them too. Perfect. Yeah. You know, I think that the more that you can, Anna Maria, the more that you can create this character that is, you know, surly and fun and travels and does really fun stuff. I think that, you know, remember that it's a character that you're creating. Does that make sense? A character that you're creating. All right. So, yeah. So just just remember that that's what it is. And so keep going with that because I think there's something there. You're coming to the Game Changer, right? Hopefully you are. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Sign up for the challenge. It's in the chat. It's free. Why not? Right? And come to the Game Changer for $47. Don't worry about the fancy upgrade. You know, just come. You get to pitch yourself for $47. I mean, you don't even get to do that at a freaking for a 1 minute pitch. There's going to be people in the room. You're going to meet so many people. It's going to be really amazing for you. So come join us for that. This is my 8th year of doing it. We used to do it in big hotels. I had people come all the way from London to LA when I was in LA. Now I'm in New York. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Yes, Anna Maria says she's coming to the Game Changer. Please sign up for our Game Changer and our challenge. We'd love to have you. Go on this journey with me. I am going to be back here next week. I was supposed to be joined by James, but he's had some family things going on. So James won't be with me, but I will be here on Tuesday and then I'll be here the following week, continuing this conversation that we're having right now and what I'm discovering as I go through this journey with you guys. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you soon. Bye.